Hello and welcome to Motor Portal, and the Himalayan 450 is finally here for a review video, and I have to say I am impressed with this thing. But let's do all the talking while riding this thing, so let's get started. My name is Pranav and you are watching Motor Portal. This is what was missing from the 411. So let's keep it as usual and talk about the ergos of this motorcycle, the ergonomics. So ergonomically this is a very comfortable motorcycle. Single piece handlebar, perfectly positioned, rear set foot pegs and a 825 seat height makes this motorcycle a very comfortable thing to ride for longer journeys. If I talk about the overall experience, this is a very roomy seat. My height is 5'9" and I am extremely comfortable riding this thing. The main highlight here is the Sherpa 450 motor. It is absolutely adorable, this thing. The engine is a 452cc single cylinder liquid cooled motor with a 4-valve twin cam head, and it's the first liquid cooled motor from Royal Enfield, and it is absolutely amazing. I love the power delivery. The low end and mid range is not that strong, but it has got a consistent pull all the way up to its red line of 8,800 rpm, so that's not bad at all. In terms of numbers, it produces about 40 bhp and 40 newton meters of torque, and in my opinion that is more than enough for a 196 kg motorcycle. The low and mid range on this thing should have been better, because the 411 was a literal tractor in terms of mid range. It was unstoppable when it used to pick up in the mid range, despite of it producing 16 horsepower less and 8 less newton meters of torque. If I talk about the rideability, third gear it's doing about 25, picking it up, yeah, knocking. So the motorcycle is not that comfortable in lower speeds and higher gears. This engine will happily sit at 130-140 kilometers per hour out on the highway without any hesitation and staying as planted as possible. Moving on towards the suspension setup, the ride quality is quite good. The suspension setup is from Showa, USDs up front, an adjustable monoshock at the back, 200 of travel on both ends, so it is absolutely plush, the ride quality, and it has to be because the older Himalayan was also brilliant in terms of ride quality. This thing is mated to a 6-speed gearbox, which is extremely slick in terms of shifting, and obviously it's a Royal Enfield, but the clutch action is also not that heavy. The clutch is actually quite smooth in terms of operation. But the thing that could be a deal breaker for some people is the ride-by-wire throttle, because the lag is there. It's not as sharp as the KTM's. It has got a bit of a lag, and it can be felt while rev matching, because it's quite difficult to plan the blipping, the clutch action and the gear down. But what an engine! It is absolutely amazing. I love the power delivery. I love the fact that this is extremely refined, and the vibration levels are on par with other single cylinder motorcycles in the same category, so nothing to write home about in that department. But overall, the Himalayan has left me impressed. The only thing that is not that impressive is the braking setup. Well, it has got a 320 rotor up front, a 270 rotor at the back, and both the ends have got sintered Brembo brake pads, but still the braking performance is not even close what KTM is offering in the Adventure 390. Yeah, not that nice. Okay, it is wearing a 21-inch wheel up front, but still the caliper, it's a super old-fashioned twin piston caliper up front, so the braking performance has to be compromised despite it having a centered brake pad. So yeah, the braking performance is not really impressive. The rear brakes are quite good, the bite is there, but then if you are using this motorcycle out on the off-road with the ABS off, so the braking performance is going to be very sharp, and I don't think that is adequate for off-roading. So yeah, organic brake pads in my opinion is the way to go. But if you're not up for off-roading, then the center brake pads do a great job. Let's do a quick acceleration test on the Himalayan 450. Let's start this thing up. Sounds good. First gear, let's launch it. that was 100 and it was quite quick. Let me just show you the ergonomics of the Himalayan 450, and the seat height is currently set on 825 mm, so it's low. The foot peg position is decently rear sit like the KTM 390, so it has got that sporty feel. The single piece handlebar is perfectly positioned in my opinion, even for off-road duties, so you don't have to put handlebar risers on this thing, and in my opinion it is ergonomically perfect, the Himalayan 450. So this is the motorcycle, the Himalayan 450, and it looks absolutely bonkers. And let me just show you around the motorcycle. Up front it has got this LED headlamp. The illumination at the night is not that good, but it's decent, and the windscreen visor is also not that much capable of resisting you from the wind blast, but Royal Enfield offers a bigger windscreen, so that's not an issue. It has got a big 21-inch front wheel, as you can see, and the tire size is 90/90/21. These are C8 tires, and the grip levels are decent in my opinion. It has got a USD fork from Showa, as you can see, Showa written right there. These are the indicators, looks good. Royal Enfield branding on the crash guards or the side guards. It has got a big 17-liter tank, so that's also very good in my opinion. And the stance of this motorcycle is very nice in my opinion. It looks humongous in terms of proportions. I don't like the beak, but yep, it is there. Obviously it has got a split seat, super wide seat. It is an adjustable seat, and that's quite good. It can be set from 825 mm all the way up to a higher seat height of the number written on the screen. I forgot that. Yeah, the pillion seat is also quite good. Royal Enfield branding is right there, and super comfortable for the pillion. This is the tail section. It's dirty obviously because it's raining. It hasn't got a proper tail light, but these are the tail lights and the indicators, so they're quite flimsy. Not that bad. The quality levels are decent in my opinion for a Royal Enfield. And this is the exhaust of this motorcycle. It's quite short, but obviously it's purposeful. It looks decent in my opinion. This is the brand new Sherpa 450 motor with a Royal Enfield branding on it. It looks good. The motor is obviously the best part about the Himalayan 450 in my opinion. The rear tire is a 17-inch 140/80/17 C8 tire. Looks good. That's the adjustable monoshock of the Himalayan 450, and I like the look of the motorcycle. This is the Kaza brown color. It looks good. It has also got a luggage rack at the back which says max load of 7 kgs. Not that bad. It has also got these foot pegs which has got rubber pads on them, so obviously these are removable rubber padding. The gear lever, this is the pillion foot peg. Obviously this is a liquid cooled motor, so that's the radiator. So this is the instrument console of the Himalayan 450, and obviously it is quite loaded. The red line is at about 8800 rpm. Side stand warning, speedometer, gear position indicator, all the telltale lights, and the odometer says 770 kilometers. There's the time and the temperature. This is the button for the modes. Obviously you can change the appearance of the screen, black or white. It has also got the mode button right here, so you can change the riding modes. Obviously it has got 2 riding modes, which not that much of a usable feature. Obviously it's a 40 bhp motorcycle. It has got a eco riding mode and a performance riding mode, and there is trip information, rear ABS off, rear ABS on. So yeah, all these things. This is a very loaded instrument console, and you need a separate video of the instrument console itself, so let's leave it to it. So this right here is the clutch lever of this motorcycle. The quality is very good. This is the high beam and low beam or the pass. The indicator switch, the horn is decent. This is the button to toggle between the settings, so it is quite good, but I don't like the quality of the thing, but yeah, it is there. This is the starter button. This is the mode button, and this is the new master cylinder design from Vibre. I like it. The fuel filler cap, the quality is good. This is the USB charging socket with a USB-C type charging socket, so very convenient. And yep, this is the overall thing, the Himalayan 450. So now let's listen to the exhaust note of the brand new Sherpa 450 motor, and let's see is it as good as the 411. Let's start this thing up. So the motorcycle sounds good, but it has got a soft limiter at around 7000 rpm. It's not as bassy as the 411, but the sound is quite good, it's sporty. So now let's talk about the conclusion of this video, the Himalayan 450. Well, if you want to buy the Himalayan 450, it is an absolutely amazing motorcycle for the price, and the only motorcycle that comes close if you compare this thing with anything, the Adventure 390. And in my opinion, if you want something that's even more sharp in terms of performance and handling, well, the KTM is still the one to buy. But if you want an all-rounder with performance and better handling off-road, obviously the Himalayan makes a lot more sense. So yep, this was it for this video. Like, share, subscribe, link is in the description for the Instagram handle, and as always, ride safe and keep riding hard.